Equatorial climatic region occur over an area up to 10 degrees of latitude on either side of the equator. The temperature remains 15 degrees centigrade to 40 degrees centigrade. Mean daily temperatures vary little throughout the year since the sun is always high in the sky. Diurnal temperature variations are greater than seasonal differences. Humidity remains high throughout the year. Rain occurs in every month. The combination of those factors, heavy rainfall, much sunshine, high temperature and high humidity, promotes the dense growth of vegetation in those areas. The forest is deep, dense and contains trees of different species, all mixed together. Rainforests are Earth's oldest living ecosystems. They are diverse and complex and home to more than half of the world's plants and animal species. Trees in the rainforest grow very tall because they have to compete with other plants for sunshine. The tallest trees spread their branches and leaves, blocking the sunlight from the trees below and create a canopy over the forest. The forest has four layers. The emergent layer is made up of the very tallest trees that rise higher than the rest of the forest. In the next layer, the canopy, the leaves, and the branches of the trees all touch one another, connected by vines. Most animals in the rainforest live in the canopy. The layer below the canopy is called the understory. Small trees and plants that do not need much light grow there. Last layer is forest floor, where only a few plants grow because it's so dark. Ceiba, mahogany, myrtle, laurel, acacia, rubber, orchid, bamboo, etc. are the common rainforest plants. Tropical monsoon climate. Monsoon is derived from the Arabic Mawsam, meaning season. The climate is generally present within 5 degree to 30 degree north and south of the equator. They are best developed in the Indian subcontinent, Burma, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, parts of Vietnam and South China. Monsoon climate is characterized by wet and dry season associated with seasonal reversal of winds. Floods in the wet season and drought in the dry season are common. In summer season, temperature is generally high. The temperature is reduced in the rainy season due to monsoon rain. In winter season, the temperature is much lower. The amount of rainfall in tropical monsoon climate is high. Most of the rainfall is received from the rain-laden winds that have traveled over the ocean. Trees are normally deciduous because of the marked dry period during which they shed their leaves to withstand the drought. The height of most of the trees ranges between 12 meters to 30 meters. There are four strata or layers in the vertical structure of the tropical deciduous forest. The uppermost and the second strata consist of trees. The third stratum is formed by shrubs, whereas the ground stratum presents herbaceous plants. The trees are characterized by a thick wreath of stem, thick, rough, coarse bark. Important species of trees include sal, bamboo, mango, mohua, jamun, neem, etc. Mediterranean climate. The climate received its name from the Mediterranean basin, where this climate type is most common. Mediterranean climate zones are typically located along the western side of the continents, between roughly 30 and 40 degrees north and south of the equator. The majority of the region with Mediterranean climate have relatively mild winter and very warm summer. However, winter and summer temperature can vary greatly between different regions. The summer season of this climate is dry and hot. The average temperature of the summer season is 21 to 27 degrees centigrade. The average temperature of the winter season is 4 to 10 degrees centigrade. Rainfall generally occurs in the winter season. The native vegetation of Mediterranean climate must be adapted to survive long hot summer drought and prolonged wet period in winter. Trees are stiff and the stems have thick bark. The xerophomic structures such as thickened cuticles, granular hairs, sunken stomata, etc. enable the plants to withstand dry conditions. The plants have also developed special type of root system following the regional environmental condition, mainly the availability of moisture. The dense vegetation composed of broad-leaved evergreen shrubs, bushes, and small trees, usually less than 25 meters. Cork, oak, olive, orange, peach, vines, etc. are common trees of this climate. Continental climate or steppe climate. This type of climate is commonly located in mid-latitude. Though there is considerable variation in temperature across the latitude in this climatic region, the common factor is the scarcity of rainfall. The average rainfall varies according to the location from 25 cm to 50 cm. Mean temperature of July in the subpolar region is around 15 degrees centigrade and in the subtropical region 26 degrees centigrade, whereas winter temperature of the subpolar region goes below the freezing point. This climate is featured with extremes of temperature. Due to scarcity of rainfall, big trees are unable to grow. Therefore, grasslands are predominant in this climatic zone. In some areas, shrubs and drought-resistant plants are seen. Big trees like willow can be seen in some regions like riverbank, mountain slope, etc. Those grasslands are called by different names in the different parts of the world, as plains and prairies in North America, steppes in Russia and China, pampas in South America, pusa in Hungary, fields in Africa. Desert climate. The desert climate or arid climate is a climate in which there is an excess of evaporation over precipitation. There are two variations of desert climate: hot desert climate and cold desert climate. Although no part of the earth is known for certain to be rainless, in the Atacama Desert in northern Chile, the average annual rainfall over a period of 17 years was only 5 mm. Some locations in the Sahara Desert also recorded only 0.86 mm of rainfall annually. Hot desert climates are typically found under the subtropical ridge in the lower middle latitude, often between 20 degree and 33 degree north and south latitude. Hot desert climate are found across the vast areas of North Africa, Middle East, northeastern part of Indian subcontinent, interior Australia, and smaller areas of southwestern United States and Chile. The average temperature of most of the areas is 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. The temperature in winter varies to latitude. The location of most desert is in the west of the continents, as those areas are located along the path of dry trade wind. Cold desert climates are typically located in the temperate zone, usually in the rain shadow of high mountains. An example of this is the Patagonian desert in Argentina, bounded by the Andes to its west. In case of Central Asia, mountains restrict precipitation from the monsoon. The Ladakh region and the city of Leh in Great Himalaya in India also have a cold desert. Limited type of plants are found in the desert due to lack of favorable conditions and resources. It comprises plants that have modified or undergone adaptation to survive the desert. Those plants are known as xerophytes. Those plants are usually smaller to prevent water loss from surface. They have smaller or no leaves, but instead have thorns. The leaves of some plants are fleshy as they contain aqueous tissue. Some plants have very long roots to get moisture. Some plants remain dormant during dry periods to come to life when water is available. Cactus is the most common type of plants or shrubs found in nearly all the deserts of the world. Tundra. This type of climate is confined between ice cap of the pole and the climate of mid-latitude. The Tundra Climate region is found between 60 degree and 75 degree latitude. The climate occupies the north fringe of Asia, Europe, North America, and Graham Peninsula of Antarctica. In this climate, winters are long and cold. The temperature may be below 0 degree centigrade for 6 to 10 months. Winter precipitation generally consists of dry snow. Annual total rainfall is less than 35 cm. In contrast, summer are generally mild. The extremely cold temperature of the tundra combined with lack of precipitation make for a rather barren landscape. But several plants and animals still call this unforgiving ecosystem their home. Vegetation in the tundra has adapted to cold and short growing season. Moss, lichen, low shrubs, sage, reindeer mosses, liverwort, and grasses are common. All of the plants are adapted to sweeping winds and disturbances of the soil.